Walk into any gun shop in 2025 and the room hits you like a freight train. Folding stocks, suppressor-ready barrels, modular magwells, and calibers from spicy 10mm to trusty 9mm. You think pistol caliber carbines are still niche? Think again. Pistol caliber carbines have shed their competition-only label. They are now the backbone of home defense, showing up in patrol cars, on the range, and stealing the spotlight at SHOT Show. This isn't marketing noise. This is a tidal shift. I've handled these guns. I've run them until my hands cramped. I've seen them jam, fold, and sing. And the ones that survive that scrutiny are the ones I'm naming today. First up, let me set the scene with something that flips the rulebook, the M&P FPC. The first time I shouldered one, I thought it was trying to be a Glock dressed up for the opera. Then I folded it, slid it into a sling pack, and the illusion shattered. This was smart engineering for the real world. The M&P FPC folds horizontally so your optic keeps zero when you unfold it. No reservoing, no babysitting. It stores 2 spare magazines in the buttstock, runs M&P or Glock-style mags, and the trigger is surprisingly clean for a folding design. Picture a threaded barrel, M-lock slots, a flat-top rail, and reliability so solid you forget it even folds. I ran 500 rounds through one without cleaning it. Not a torture test, pure forgetfulness, and it kept chugging. If you need a true grab-and-go carbine for a truck, a bug-out bag, or an apartment defense plan, this is the one that earns your trust. Next, Springfield comes at us like a double punch with 2 very different personalities, the Kuna and the Saint Victor PCC. The Kuna uses roller-delayed blowback, and that translates to recoil that's almost apologetic. Pull the trigger and it feels like you're running subsonic suppressed loads, smooth and surgical. The Saint Victor, by contrast, is brute force straight blowback, heavy bolt, AR-style ergonomics, built to take punishment and keep feeding. One is finesse, one is freight train. Both dominate because Springfield gave shooters real choice, precision or pure unadulterated reliability. Pick your flavor. Then there's the Ruger PC Carbine, the blue-collar hero. No drama, just functionality. It still breaks down for effortless transport, but now it's more modular than ever, accepting Glock, Ruger SR, and optional SIG magazines. They tightened tolerances, improved controls, and yes, they shoved 10mm and 45 ACP options into the catalog. Want a workhorse that eats whatever you feed it and fits into real life? The Ruger PC Carbine didn't come to dazzle. It came to do the job. This first part is just the warm-up. What happens when a folding marvel, a showpiece premium, and a budget workhorse all try to own the same category? The answer is messier than you think, and a whole lot more interesting. What happens when design theater meets battlefield practicality? You get a handful of guns that either prove the style points matter, or that utility always wins. Take the ZVEX Magpul FTP. Open it, and for a second you expect a soundtrack change. The way it unfolds makes you feel cinematic. But the important part is not the looks. It's the way it behaves when the laser shows are turned off. Chambered in 9mm and running Glock magazines, the ZVEX Magpul FTP locks up rigid, presents a flat shooting platform, and holds its balance even with an optic and a weapon light. Its profile disappears in a pack, but once deployed, it's a weapon that demands respect. If you want theater with teeth, this one writes the check. Contrast that with the budget marauder I call the High Point 995P. Don't let the rough edges fool you. This is the definition of pragmatic hardware. For less than $500, that's under $500, you get a pistol caliber carbine that guzzles surplus ammo, swallows neglect, and still shoots respectable groups if you do your part. The trigger is functional, not fancy. The stock is ugly but dependable. The thing will run through rain and grit like it was born in a junkyard and raised by mechanics. There's beauty in that honesty. When the mission is function over fashion, the High Point 995P is the last tool you worry about in the toolbox. Now imagine stepping into luxury. The Nemo Mongoose doesn't whisper, it refines. With a billet chassis, meticulous fit and finish, and a short recoil system that tames the muzzle like a leash, this carbine turns rapid strings into surgical tracers. It feeds from CZ Scorpion magazines, is suppressor capable, and is tuned so tight the price tag stings, about $2,600. But the payoff is buttery follow-ups and surgical control. This is the machine for someone who already owns multiple service rifles and wants a PCC that behaves like a precision instrument. Then there's the G-Force Arms Jawbone. Think blunt force with manners. It's an AR-9 style bruiser that doesn't try to be pretty. It simply performs. Full ambidextrous controls, Glock magazine compatibility, an M-lock handguard, and weight that keeps it nimble make the Jawbone a favorite for folks who want AR familiarity, but 9mm logistics. Under 6 pounds, it's a truck gun that laughs at city narrowness and still cleans plates at the range. If portability is the religion, Kel-Tec Sub 2000 is the gospel. Folded down to the size of a laptop, the Sub 2000 disappears into everyday bags and reappears as an instant carbine. Accepting multiple magazine patterns and boasting quick deployment, it remains the benchmark for discrete mobility. Simplicity is its superpower. Finally, there's the paradox of the CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1 Magpool and the Smith & Wesson Model 1854 Stealth Hunter. One modernized European subgun pedigree with ergonomic polish and high-capacity magazines. The other a lever-action throwback modernized with rails and thread. Both prove that a dominant PCC can either refine a classic formula or reinvent a nostalgic one for modern tasks. So where does that leave us? With a market where folding ingenuity, budget reliability, luxury refinement, and old-school reinvention all compete for the same shelf space. Which approach do you trust when your life depends on it? When the rubber meets the road, the fancy brochure and the Instagram flex mean nothing if the carbine fails under pressure. It comes down to a handful of hard truths every shooter learns the ugly way. Ammo selection, magazine compatibility, ergonomics under stress, reliability with dirt and sweat, and how the gun feels when you're 1 second away from making a life or death decision. I don't sell fantasies. I sell usable tools. Let's break the checklist down so you can judge these PCCs like a pro. First, ammo. Not all 9mm is created equal. If you are feeding a compact carbine designed around a delayed action system, like the Kuna, light target rounds might group nicely, but underpowered hollow points can fail to cycle perfectly when they're underfed from low-velocity loads. Conversely, heavy defensive projectiles that spit brass hot often work better in straight blowback designs like the Saint Victor and the Ruger PC Carbine. My rule of thumb? Run the defensive load you intend to carry for 100 rounds through the platform you buy. If it clears, you know your baseline. If it doesn't, you either change the platform or the load. No excuses. Second, magazine compatibility and spare capacity. The popularity of Glock pattern magazines is a real advantage. Guns that accept common magazines, like the M&P FPC, the ZevX Magpool FTP, the G-Force Arms Jawbone, and many Kel-Tec variants, save you money and logistics headaches. If you find a PCC that requires proprietary magazines in a world where Glock and CZ magazines are ubiquitous, you better have a compelling reason. Also, think about how many rounds you actually need in a fight. 35-round drums look sexy, but reloading strategy and pointability under stress are more important than raw capacity. Third, ergonomics under stress. Thin pistol grip? Check. Controls on the wrong side for your dominant hand? Bad. Reach to the charging handle that requires a gym membership? Nightmare. The Nemo Mongoose and the CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1 Magpool get this right with ambidextrous controls and intuitive layouts. If you can't clear malfunctions or manipulate the weapon while adrenaline floods your limbs, the platform will betray you when you need it most. Fourth, maintenance and tolerance for neglect. I've watched a subcompact PCC spit through 300 rounds of steel case trash without cleaning and still function. Those guns earn a place in real-world setups. Others need more pampering. Understand whether your gun tolerates grit and hard use or expects a spa day after every range session.